Good morning, my SNHU 501 crew. This is Dr. Willis logging in to welcome you to Module 7. As you can tell, we are blazing through the end of the course. It's moving at an alarming rate, so I hope you're buckled up and you're ready to finish strong. I think everybody did a really good job in Module 6. I read all the discussion boards and I've responded to each person, each student. So please go in and check out my response. I think most of you have also responded back. One concern I had in Module 6 was that I wasn't sure that people were understanding the idea of getting a scholarly resource. Now, for these next few papers, you'll have to be able to analyze a scholarly article. Because if you notice this week for Module 6, you were looking at the research questions and methodologies. Now, every article may not have research questions specifically. If you're an English major, history major, sometimes communication, you may not have research questions. You may have a research theme that you have to highlight. It may not be in question form, but every study you should be able to pinpoint if it was a qualitative or quantitative study. Most of the time, quantitative studies will have numbers, surveys, a lot of data there. It's easily identifiable. Uh, Qualitative, it may just simply be a case study, interview, different accounts from the past, information taken from past literature reviews. It'll be dialogue in nature. There are limited numbers in a qualitative study. So whenever you're finding articles, you'll need to be able to pinpoint those things. And if we fast forward to this week in Module 7, we're continuing along the lines of the research process, and you're going to use that same scholarly article from Module 6, and now you're going to highlight the results and the conclusions. So those are normally found at the end of the article. So you all see the importance of having that scholarly source. If you have a book or a poem or anything like that, you will not be able to answer these questions. So please, please, please take the time, go back to Google Scholar, go back to the Shapiro Library, go in the database and find an article that supports your topic. Okay, it's critical for you to be able to answer these questions. So as I stated, for Module 7, you're simply looking at for the results and the conclusions. I have the paper right here of the Module 7 overview, and it simply asks, did the author provide results of the data analysis? Most of the time, for a quantitative study, this is going to be easy to identify because it'll simply have the section titled results. And you'll simply, give those results that were found in the study. In a qualitative study, this can be a little harder to find. You may have to trudge through the details of the paper to figure out, what was the theme of the article and basically what were the findings based on the theme. So there's a little more digging, a little more reading you'll have to do. Okay. The next question asks about the conclusions. So basically, what did the results say, and what were the author's conclusions? It'll normally be sectioned off, results and conclusions, especially for a quantitative research study. As I stated previously, for a qualitative study, you may have to do a little digging to find these sections of the paper. But at its core, the article has to be from a database, has to be scholarly, and you have to be able to pinpoint these things. Okay. All right. So, and we also have a discussion board this week that's going to talk about citations. I'm not going to go into detail here, but of course, we know the due dates. The due dates for discussion boards: initial post Thursday by 11:59, response to your peers Sunday by 11:59. The Module 7 paper, of course, is going to be due Sunday by 11:59 as well. I will follow up with more videos regarding the specifics of the information this week, but this announcement was simply just to highlight everything that we have going on this week. All right. Also, if you have any past due work, get that into me. Please email me, text me, chat me if you have specific questions. All right. You all have a wonderful holiday and enjoy the week. All right. Bye bye.